Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stocks. I'm Dressel Mills and here's a look at what we have coming up on the program today. We begin with a look at the market ahead of the opening bell, including the key numbers and developments investors should know before trading begins. While investors are watching the market, there's another important question to consider. Are you investing with a specific goal in mind? Because the investment that makes sense for someone trying to build wealth over the long term may be very different from the investment chosen by someone looking for regular income. To help you understand which is best suited for you, we will be joined by Brandon Thomas, who is the Assistant Manager of Business Development Asset Management at VM Wealth Management. Ghana and Jamaica, both nations, display striking resemblance in food, language patterns, traditional music rhythms, and communal lifestyle. This brings us to Ghana-Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, a partnership that promotes the need for collaboration between small and medium-sized enterprises and large multinational corporations operating in both countries. Later in the program, we revisit a conversation we had with Derek Cobiner, President of Ghana-Jamaica Chamber of Commerce at the Small Business Association of Jamaica's Growth and Resilience Conference. The market opens in just moments, and we're here to bring you the insights, conversations, and the context you need before the trading day begins. I'm Dressel Mills, and this is Let's Talk Stocks. Your opening market view is after the break. Stay with us.
Talk to a registered broker today to find out more about listing your company on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, an efficient alternative to other financing options.
Thank God for the Jamaica Stock Exchange junior market.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market.
Gardening coming along well.
Thanks, man. You know, it's a long time I've been working at it.
I can see that. I saw your mail by the gate, so I'll pick it up for you. But tell me something. Why are you still receiving dividend checks by mail?
What do you mean about that?
You need to give JCSD a mandate.
You know, me hear about the mandate them. I'm going over there right now.
A mandate means giving instructions to the Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, JCSD, relating to the handling of your dividend or interest payment. There are 3 types of mandates. The first is a bank mandate. The second is a hold mandate. Lastly, we have what we call a third-party mandate, with which the investor may wish to send their dividend or interest to someone other than the parties on their account or institution of their choice.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Stocks. This is your market view. Starting locally, the Jamaica Stock Exchange main market closed Tuesday's session in negative territory. The JSE index declined by 2,631.01 points, or 0.71%, to close at 369,858.06 points. The JSE All Jamaican Composite Index declined by 4,399.66 points, or 0.99%, to close at 440,144.74 points. The JSE Combined Index declined by 2,525.36 points, or 0.67%, to close at 374,458.09 points. The total Jamaican dollar market volume was 29.9 million units, valued at Jamaican $241 and $41.6 million. The junior market declined by 1.36 points, or 0.05%, to close at 2,900.94 points. That near-flat move signals greater resilience among smaller companies than the headline main market decline suggests. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 113 stocks, with 50 advancing and 48 declining and 15 trading firm. Breadth was therefore relatively balanced despite the decline across the major indices. Volume leaders were led by Trans-Jamaica Highway with 11.1 million units, followed by Omni Industries with 3.0 million units. Woodcats International ranked third with 2.5 million units. Trans-Jamaican represented 35.07% of combined Jamaican dollar and US dollar volume, concentrating liquidity in one name. The standout large cap move came from Caribbean Cement. It declined by 6.51% to Jamaican $106.02. Weakness in a major industrial company can weigh on confidence beyond its direct index impact. The top advancers were Cygnus Credit Investments USD, up 21.36%, and the Caribbean Assurance Brokers, up 20.19%. Main Event added 19.08%. One Great Studio climbed 18.52%. Medical Disposables advanced by 15.79%. The leading decliners were Margaritaville Turks USD, down 15.08%, and Epley Limited's 7.75% preference shares, down 15.01%. First Rock Real Estate Investments declined by 14.89%. MFS Capital Partners shed 14.63%. Proven Group USD retreated by 14.20%. The JSE USD Equities Index declined by 2.88 points, or 0.92%, to close at 309.08 points. US dollar market volume was 1.8 million units, valued at US $332,328.09. Now to the regional market. Trinidad market closed higher, trading in 19 securities, saw 9 stocks advance, 6 declined, and 4 remain unchanged. The TTSE All T&T Index gained 1.50 points to 1,434.14, while the Composite Index rose 3.28 points to 1,008.03. The cross-listed index added 0.74 points to 77.36, while the SME index was unchanged at 71.72. First-tier market trading totaled 214,947 shares, valued at $1.57 million. Massey Holdings led volume trading with 123,946 shares, followed by National Enterprises with 20,080 shares. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average declined by 184.13 points, or 0.34%, to close at 53,791.85 points. The S&P 500 declined by 24.91 points, or 0.32%, to close at 7,728.20 points. In Europe, Tuesday showed a mixed session, with energy gains balancing out geopolitical uncertainty. The FTSE 100 declined by 18.31 points, or 0.17%, to close at 10,844.19 points. The DAX advanced by 67.54 points, or 0.26%, to close at 26,391.42 points. The CAC 40 declined by 11.09 points, or 0.13%. Brent prices remained volatile on Tuesday, swinging between gains and losses to trade above US $88 a barrel as traders weighed conflicted signals over developments in the Middle East. While West Texas Intermediate futures gained 1.3% to close at US $83.20 per barrel. Closing out Tuesday's session, gold advanced by US $38 to US $41 to close at US $4,434.30 an ounce. That move can signal defensive positioning with implications for business confidence and global capital allocation. And that's a wrap for your market snapshot. Just a reminder, be sure to always consult a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. After the break, we'll be joined by Brandon Thomas, Assistant Manager of Business Development Asset Management at VM Wealth Management. He will help you understand which investment matches your goals. You're watching Let's Talk Stocks on CBX, your region, your business, your source. Stay with us.
Project marks the celebration of our 30th Hall of Fame and aims to highlight the achievements, challenges, and invaluable lessons of those who have shaped and are shaping the future of our economy. Our aim is to celebrate the voices and stories of 30 remarkable leaders in Jamaica's private sector. Join us as we explore these narratives of resilience, leadership, and vision.
In today's world, attention is valuable, visibility matters, and powerful storytelling can shape influence, build brands, and drive connections. This is CBX, a dynamic media and production division of the Jamaica Stock Exchange. CBX helps businesses, institutions, and leaders connect with audiences in powerful ways. From real-time market updates to live streaming, digital campaigns, executive features, social media management, and large-scale social projects, CBX delivers content with purpose, precision, and impact. We create moments that inform, experiences that engage, and content that moves audiences across platforms and across the region, whether on screen, online, in studio, or on location. CBX helps businesses amplify their voice and elevate their presence. Powered by creativity, strategy, technology, and execution, CBX brings together media production, digital storytelling, and communications expertise under one integrated network. CBX, creating content, driving conversations, elevating businesses. CBX, your region, your business, your source.
Caribbean flavors and fragrances. It started out as a small family-owned business, and now we're a part of a large group of companies. Being listed on the stock exchange allows us a certain prestige. It also speaks to accountability and transparency. We had some fears about getting our information in the public domain, But once we contacted the Jamaica Stock Exchange, who have the knowledge and the experience to guide us, we were comfortable with getting into the process. If you have any doubts about being listed, just give the Jamaica Stock Exchange a call. They'll be very happy to take you through the process and also provide you with information that you may need. Make that call now.
We get it! We get the big contract! 50,000 units a month for 3 years! Great! Won't need help.
If you are a business owner that requires capital for the expansion of your business, talk to a registered broker today to find out more about listing your company on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, an efficient alternative to other financing options.
Thank God for the Jamaica Stock Exchange junior market.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market.
This project marks the celebration of our 30th Hall of Fame and aims to highlight the achievements, challenges, and invaluable lessons of those who have shaped and are shaping the future of our economy. Our aim is to celebrate the voices and stories of 30 remarkable leaders in Jamaica's private sector. Join us as we explore these narratives of resilience, leadership, and vision.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Stocks. Now, when it comes to investing, there is no one-size-fits-all approach. The investment that may be right for someone looking to build wealth over the long term may be different from the option chosen by someone looking for income today. So, how do you determine which investment strategy is right for you? Here with us this morning to answer this question is Brandon Thomas, Assistant Manager of Business Development, Asset Management at VM Wealth Management, a whole heap of management. Welcome to Let's Talk Stocks, Brandon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here and happy to share with the audience today.
Right, lovely. Let's start with the basics. We often hear financial advisors says investors should choose investment based on their financial goals. What exactly does that mean?
Well, investing is an individual journey, right? Your timelines, my risk appetite, and the audience risk appetite, everybody is different. So I think when it comes down to investing, because it's an individual journey and we have individual outcomes, one must always identify what your goal is. Not what your mother goal is, not what your friend goal is, right? Once you understand what your goal is, you know where you're going or at least where you want to go, then you can measure the success that you have in the investment vehicle that you choose.
All right, nice. I was scrolling through VM Wealth Instagram. I see they highlight 3 objectives: capital growth, income, and exposure to property. Let's take those one at a time.
Sure.
Who is a capital growth investment geared, normally just suited for?
Well, I mean, typically in the industry, we say it's suited for younger persons. I'll just say it's suited for people that have a longer time horizon, right? Or at least have a risk appetite that is capable of looking at these investments for what they are, meaning they're volatile. Investing in stocks, and we hear all the time that the stock might go up and down, and you have to be able to stomach that, right? You have to be able to regulate your emotions. So I would say capital growth investments, such as stocks, such as unit trust investments, which we'll get into a bit more, is suited for people that have a longer time horizon, or at least have the risk appetite to be able to stomach those volatile movements in the market.
All right, because it's never stable. It goes up, it goes down.
It can, yes, definitely can go up and down. There can be moments, or phases of a company or a stock that goes up significantly. We've seen that recently with Jamaica. But then even within Jamaica's movement and upward trajectory, we've seen up and down movements on a day-to-day basis. And if you're not the type to be able to withstand that emotional kind of distress, if you will, then you probably should stay away from stocks and those type of investments.
All right, so this leads to my next question because it came to mind while you're speaking. Why shouldn't investors simply choose an investment because it has delivered strong returns in the past?
Well, I think past performance is a good indicator of, or at least the potential of future performance, but it's not a guarantee. And sometimes what past performance ends up doing is promoting FOMO, which means the fear of missing out. And a lot of investors tend to jump into an opportunity simply because they hear it's doing well, without doing the necessary research or the necessary checks to see what is happening, why is it happening, and will this kind of trajectory continue in the long run. And if you don't do that necessary research, you can stand to lose a lot of money. So I think past performance is great, but one should always seek out what is the current and the potential future situation of this underlying investment that you're going to be investing in, so that you can ascertain if it's the best opportunity for you to jump into.
All right, nice. Real estate remains a popular asset class, but buying property isn't always easy, and it's not always not for everyone. For someone who wants exposure to real estate without purchasing a property outright, how can a property fund help? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of persons didn't know that they can benefit from this. In their mind, they just have to buy a property.
Yes, so at VM Wealth, we have our classic property fund, which gives investors exposure to real property, right? Now, the benefit of that is that you have exposure to properties, so you get diversified exposure to properties without having to come up with the large lump sum for yourself. So in a unit trust, the funds are pooled together by our clients and they invest in the fund, which gives them exposure to all of the properties and different investments related to real estate in our fund. So you are able to basically own essentially a piece of a property without having to come up with the large amount of funds at the front end to be able to afford it.
Wow, that's actually interesting. What are some advantages of investing in a property fund versus owning a property directly?
There are a couple of advantages. I would say, first of all, diversification. So I would say if you went out there to buy your own property, you're only exposed to that one property. While in the fund, we have several properties, several different types of properties in prime locations that you get exposure to. You also have accessibility as an advantage, because now if you have 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, you are able to invest in our property fund, versus if you're trying to buy a property, obviously, in most cases you need much more than that.
Definitely.
Yes. And I think the biggest thing is also convenience, right? When you own your own property, now you have to manage that. You have to deal with the maintenance and the repairs, potentially bad tenants. So the convenience of investing in the VM property fund and allowing us, the experts in real estate, to manage that for you is second to none.
All right.
And I think one of the a major benefit is liquidity, being able to access part or all of your capital at a moment's notice. If there's an emergency, you don't have to put up this property on the market and hope that it sells within a couple months or whatever. Now you can access your funds within a couple of days.
Nice. That's actually interesting. You're not only spending, but you see where you're benefiting from it.
Exactly.
All right, nice. Let's make this practical. Our first investor says, hey, Brandon, I'm 25 years old. I have a steady income and I'm investing for the next 15 to 20 years. Right, following?
Yeah.
I'm primarily interested in building wealth. What should I be thinking about?
Well, because the goal is to build wealth and you are 25 years old, I would say you have that longer time horizon that we mentioned before, and therefore you can invest in capital growth opportunities. Meaning, we're talking about the unit trust opportunities that we just mentioned. We're talking about equities or stocks that we mentioned also. So you will be building out a portfolio, a diversified portfolio, where you're exposed to different type of securities within different industries. So you have some stocks in different industries, you have unit trusts that give you exposure to different industries, and you are compounding your returns over the years. Because what you're trying to do from 25 upwards is try to build wealth.
All right, and that includes building your portfolio.
Yes.
All right. Our second investor says, and this is more for the older folks, I'm 55 years old and approaching retirement. My priority has shifted completely. I want my investments to provide income.
Okay.
What changes in terms of investment strategy?
Well, whether or not they were investing before, I think at this time when they're approaching retirement, now is the time to start thinking about how can I generate cash flow. So as an income, you should be more focused on generating income, being an income investor. So whether that be investing in high yielding dividend stocks or bonds or different type of fixed income assets, right, that allow you to generate income to support your lifestyle up until and beyond retirement.
Nice. So finally, for viewers watching at home who may be unsure where to start, what's the first step they should take before choosing any investment product?
I think the first step is to define what your goal is. I think so many times people enter into investing because their friend is in it, their relative is in it, without really understanding what they want out of it. And I think you need to take some time, think about what your goal is. We always hear the term SMART, right? So your goal must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Once you can establish all of that and you know what your goal is, right? Then, of course, you come to VM Wealth, you speak to us as the experts, and we'll guide you into how you can achieve that goal and those objectives. And I think that would be the first two steps to take. And then once you take those first two steps, then you start your journey to achieving what you set out to achieve.
Nice. An amazing team at VM Wealth.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
Thank you.
All right, so that was our interview segment. Join us on Let's Talk Stocks was Brandon Thomas, Assistant Manager of Business Development Asset Management at VM Wealth Management. He provided us with some vital steps on the investment that may be right for someone looking to build wealth. Stay with us for more Let's Talk Stocks. We return right after this break.
Gardening coming along well.
Thanks, man. You know, it's a long time I've been working at it.
I can see that. I saw your mail by the gate, so I'll pick it up for you. But tell me something. Why are you still receiving dividend checks by mail?
What do you mean about that?
You need to give JCSD a mandate.
You know, me hear about the mandate them. I'm going over there right now.
A mandate means giving instructions to the Jamaica Securities Depository Limited, JCSD, relating to the handling of your dividend or interest payment. There are 3 types of mandates. The first is a bank mandate. The second is a hold mandate. Lastly, we have what we call a third-party mandate, with which the investor may wish to send their dividend or interest to someone other than the parties on their account or institution of their choice.
We get the big contract. 50,000 units a month for 3 years. Great. Won't need help.
If you are a business owner that requires capital for the expansion of your business, talk to a registered broker today to find out more about listing your company on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, an efficient alternative to other financing options.
Thank God for the Jamaica Stock Exchange junior market.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Stocks. This final interview segment takes us back to the Small Business Association of Jamaica's Growth and Resilience Conference, where we had an opportunity to sit with Derek Kobina, President of Ghana-Jamaica Chamber of Commerce. Let's find out more about this partnership and how it will benefit both countries. President of Ghana-Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, Derek Kobina. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
For viewers who may not be familiar with Ghana Chamber of Commerce, could you tell us about the organization mission and the role it plays in strengthening trade, investment, and business relationships between Ghana and Jamaica?
Thank you very much. So the Ghana-Jamaica Chamber of Commerce was set up to provide and access and be able to take basically Ghanaians who are looking at doing business in Jamaica and Jamaicans who want to do business in Ghana. So we do three key things. We provide the right access for companies to be able to connect so that they can trade. Basically, so we're a platform whereby companies that are looking at doing business in Ghana and companies that are looking at doing business in Jamaica can connect and trade, just like the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce and other chambers of commerce, similar to that. However, these are two beautiful countries who share culture, music, food, and now it's time to do business. So basically, that's what it is.
All right. What inspired Ghana Chamber of Commerce to participate in the Small Business Association of Jamaica Conference, and how important are events like this in creating meaningful partnerships and new opportunities for SMEs across the Caribbean and Africa?
Yes, it's simple. So a couple of weeks ago at the Diaspora Summit, I met the president of the Small Business Association, and he was amazing. I mean, they convinced me to come over, and I saw that there couldn't have been the perfect moment for this event. However, how the Small Business Association are championing small businesses, Ghana Jamaica Chamber of Commerce is there to unlock and open the door for companies that would like to obviously go global. So basically the connection is, whilst the Small Business Association is actually harnessing and getting Jamaican companies ready, we are plugged in and connected with them to open the door. And we are saying to Jamaican companies that Ghana is ready to do business with them.
Right. Ghana Jamaica Chamber of Commerce has developed a growing relationship with the Jamaica Stock Exchange. How do you see that partnership evolving, and what opportunities could it create for businesses and investors in both Jamaica and Ghana?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, when that MOU was signed, I was excited because, as I said before, I mean, Ghana has got a lot of similarities with Jamaica, and we feel like for companies that would like to scale, Ghana has a population of 35 million people, with Jamaica 3 million people. So if you are selling whatever you are selling to 100 people, you can sell it to thousands and thousands or hundreds of thousands of people in Ghana. So basically it's simple. It gives the opportunity for businesses to scale and expand and obviously do more business, not just in Jamaica, but across the globe, and also inviting other investors who would like to invest in Jamaican companies or Ghanaian companies to look at how best they can work together. So basically, that's what it is, and it's a fantastic MOU, and I hope that a lot of companies should take advantage of this opportunity.
I understand the Ghana Jamaica Chamber of Commerce has an exciting event coming up in September. Could you tell us what attendees can expect and why Jamaican entrepreneurs and business leaders should consider being a part of it?
Yes, thank you. So September is a beautiful month. On the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of September, the Ghana Jamaica Chamber of Commerce will be having the Ghana Jamaica Investment Summit. What is the Investment Summit? We are bringing 50 CEOs from Ghana to come over to Jamaica to look at investment opportunities. That's number one. Number two, we are doing our maiden direct flights from Accra to Kingston. So for the very first time, we'll be having Ghanaians boarding a flight on the 30th of August, arriving here on the 30th, on the 31st, and then we can get some Jamaicans who would like to go to Ghana as well on the flight back. So if you are ready to go to Ghana, then why not? You should book your ticket on that flight. So for the very first time, we'll have Ghanaians in Jamaica and Jamaicans in Ghana for a period of 5 days. So for all those who want to go to Ghana, this is a chance for them to get on that flight. And after that, we are hoping to obviously do it once a month with a few other partners who are members of the chamber. However, the exciting thing about all this, about investment summit, that we will have something we're going to call the deal room, whereby we have investors coming in there for Jamaican companies who want to pitch their business ideas to this, similar to the Dragon's Den, so that they get to listen to what opportunities are out there to invest. Because I know there's a lot of opportunities that are out here for people to invest. And we are ready to see how we can partner and work with them.
Okay, that's a beautiful initiative. I want to go to Ghana, so I hope I can book my flight.
Of course, yes, yes. Well, we can talk about that. Maybe we can give you a discount.
All right, thank you so much.
You too.
And
this brings us to the end of the show. Join us tomorrow morning at 8:30 here on CBX for more Let's Talk Stocks. If you joined us late and want to watch the show from the beginning, go over to our YouTube channel at CBX Network. See you tomorrow.